Hello, Scorpio friends. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who's first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I will be doing the monthly March reading for the collective of Scorpio. Any of the 11 placements, they will all work. Okay, so I'm going through it right now. I ain't gonna front, I ain't gonna lie. Just try to ignore that. And if I spontaneously burst into tears, it's okay, all right? I'm wide open, and this is the time to get your reading done, and this is just how it is. Okay, so hi. The way that I do the monthly readings is broken down week by week, 1, 2, 3, 4, how each one starts and how each one ends. And then at the end, I generally pull one card for the general overall, like last word of guidance from the universe, usually an oracle card. The way I'm going to do this month is that same way. Hold on. And but I'm going to use major arcana only decks for how the weeks start and how they end, and then I'll use full tarot for clarifying. So we're going to start with the Ex-Anima Augure, and we're going to do how they end with the White Witch Tarot. Okay, Scorpio. I will have timestamps in the description box below if you want to come back and look at them each week, you know what I mean, as you're going through them. So FYI. All right, are you ready to get into this? Are you ready, Scorpio? Am I ready? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Week 1. How's it start for Scorpio? The Sun in reverse. Week 2. The Fool in the upright. That's good, that's good. Week 3. Wow, these are coming right out. Thank you for that. The Star in reverse. Week 4. Wow, the Tower. Okay. The bottom is the Devil, and underneath that is the Magician. Oh, Scorpio. That's what I was going to say. With the Sun in reverse, it feels really sad, and it does feel sad. This feels heavy. I don't have to tell you because it's your life. You're going through it. Let's figure this out together. Yeah, we're in this together, Scorpio. We're going to figure it out for you. All right. How does week 1 end for Scorpio? Starts out with the Sun in reverse. How does week 1 end? The Star. Dope. You go to the Star in reverse in week 3, so something happens there, but that is good. This is good. Okay. The Fool is also good, how week 2 starts. Let's see how week 2 ends. The Empress. Okay. Let's see how week 3 ends. The Hierophant in week 4. You're dealing with the... I'm going to wait a second. Week 4, how's it end for Scorpio? It ends with the Sun in the upright. That's so beautiful. The Tower and the Sun in the upright. It starts with the Sun in the reverse. On your split is the Magician. And on the bottom is the Lovers. And underneath that is the Devil. And Strength. Okay, so... This has to do with a relationship, clearly. It is a past life, soul contract, soulmate relationship. It's very heavy. It's very strong. It's very beautiful. It feels tortured. There feels like an element of torture throughout this. So I'm going to tell you the signs that have shown up. We have Capricorn, we have Leo, we have Aries, we have Aquarius, we have Aries, we have Leo again, we have Taurus, we have Taurus or Libra, and we have Aquarius. So Aries again and Gemini. So maybe you have a bunch of Aries in your chart. Maybe your person is an Aries. Definitely dealing, there's an Empress, so I don't know who that is, if that's you or if that's your person. It feels like it's your person because it looks like in week 2, like you're deep diving into the Empress. That probably could sound very dirty. I don't mean it that way, but okay. So, oh, I'm going to write timestamps down. Hold on a second. Again, I'm kind of doing this one on the fly, this reading. I mean, I knew it was today and stuff, but I just knew. I was like, go do it right now. Okay. Week 1. So I'm writing in the back of my crystal Bible because I don't have my actual notepad. I didn't think that far. I forgot it wasn't in here. Anyway, who cares? All right. So there's something heavy happening for you. It is absolutely tied up to a very powerful, very deep, it feels very powerful and deep for you and for both of you probably, relationship that is like sandwiched by the devil. There's like so that's really strongly talking of patterns, right? Of some kind of toxic pattern. So let's see how this all plays out for you, Scorpio, okay? Week 1, the sun in reverse. It starts that way and it ends with the star. Okay, so we're going to use the Night Sun Tarot and we're going to ask about the sun. Hold on a second. Making space. This can get pretty unwieldy. Okay. Why is the sun in reverse? What happened that the sun is in reverse? So this is you. The sun in the upright is you feeling you at your most authentic self. You have embraced it. You have embodied it. You are a beacon of light and you're just brightness. Even sad things can still happen, but you don't let go. You have chosen to be in the frequency of happiness and you are emitting it with everything. So this is in the reverse. So clearly you are not feeling like your authentic self. Most readers read the sun as the happiest card in the deck because it means like your ultimate happiness. You're surrounded by happiness. And that is how I read it too, just interpret it slightly different because it's your most authentic self. So when you accept a state of happiness, you are surrounded by happiness because that's the flow you're in, even when they're sad. You know what I mean? Like the happiness, it's like love. It doesn't go away. You know what I mean? You step in or out of it, but it's always there. Okay, so let's see what happened to get your sun in reverse. What happened? 4 of Pentacles, sideways, going into the reverse. So you were holding on to something that was keeping you settled, right? You're holding on to something you're settling. There was some kind of settling happening. I think you were, because it's sideways going into the reverse, it shows that you were at least thinking, you were aware of it, and you were doing something. You were trying to do something about it. The King of Cups on the split, which is you, and the Ace of Swords on the bottom. So this is about truth, okay? Truth and clarity, integrity and honesty, clear communication. That's wrapped up in this. So let's pull a couple more, yeah? What else can you tell us about how the sun got into the reverse for Scorpio? A lot of love. There's a lot of love. But it feels like there's something holding back, you know? Clearly, I mean, you got the Four of Pentacles. It's the Six of Wands. It's also sideways going into the upright. It's almost like you were afraid to succeed. Like you don't know what to do when something feels really good. You were there. You had a taste for some period of time of something that feels really, really good to you, like positively good, and it freaked you out. It freaked you out. It felt heavy. Okay, it felt heavy. I think you have to show it. It requires you to stay in your authentic self. And that is stressing you out. I don't think you know how to do it. Let's ask what you can do to get the sun into the upright, okay? What can Scorpio do to get the sun in the upright? So the Six of Wands came out. I don't remember if I said that out loud. What can Scorpio do to get the sun into the upright? It's like your need to grow, your need to settle and stay where you feel safe, and your need to grow and expand and be your truest, most amazing self are going head to head. Another horizontal one. The Hermit. Interesting. It's sideways going into the reverse. So how I'm feeling that right now is that it's self-preservation, which requires a separation, like of solitude, not isolation. Solitude for the purpose of self-preservation, to refill your energetic reserve, to refortify it, you know, and then refill it and then preserve it, and not to get stuck in an don't fall from solitude to isolation. You feel me? All right, what else can Scorpio do? The Three of Cups, which is ask for support. Let people help you. There are people around you that want to help you. Let them do it. Let yourself also be around people. The people that add to the care and keeping of you. You know, the people who see you, who get you, who you become a better you around them. You know what I mean? What else? One more. The moon in reverse. Don't get stuck in the emotions. And I think you got the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. I'm going to pull another card on the moon. I'm not sure about this moon. Okay. Getting different feelings about it. Something is coming to light. It's almost like something is coming to light and it's intended for you to share it. I'm not completely positive. So I'm trying to figure out what question I want to ask. Why is the moon in reverse? Why is the moon in reverse? What's the reason? What's it mean? The Ace of Cups. This is it. This is a really important, whoever this is that you're in this relationship with is really important. It's an integral part of the next phase of your life and for your development of every part of you, of your inner well, you know? Keep doing the work you're doing on yourself for self-care, to really get to know yourself and to take accountability and to stand, you know, in your truth and integrity and whatever those things are. Keep doing that. And let yourself ask for help, right? Okay, so how does week 1 end? It ends with the Star, which is a reward from the universe that comes in after so much stress and hardship and pain and confusion and burdens and exhaustion. And some of it is things that you've had to go through for you to learn, and some of it is things you had to go through because the people you were involved with they were misusing their free will. You know, their lessons were being taken out on you, and it was unnecessary, you know? And so the universe sees where you are and says, I see you, I love you, and here you go. So it happens when you've done the work and consistently. Doesn't mean you're done doing the work. It means you've maintained it for long enough that it's now part of you and the universe is recognizing it. So what is coming to Scorpio with the Star? What is coming to Scorpio? I'm excited for you. I'm just going through it. So that's why I'm not like my normal, like super amped up self. Okay. What is coming with the Star for Scorpio? Oh, maybe I need a different deck. Let me see. There are a bunch of cards out. Temperance. The universe is like, yeah, we see you, but we got one little last test. Temperance is a test. Temperance and strength are tests from the universe of different things. Temperance is a test of patience, of giving up control, of giving up having to be in control and controlling outcomes, of, yeah, it's saying that, hey, homie, this is divine timing. There's nothing you can do outside of keeping yourself in alignment with yourself and the source and their highest vibrational good. You can't do anything else to make this happen faster. So anything you're doing that takes you away from that is just going to make this longer. This is divine timing. You can't, it's beyond your control. You can't manipulate this in a positive way. You want to, but the universe is telling you, no, stay focused on you. The Tower. Let the foundations crumble of the things that don't serve you, that haven't worked. The Wheel of Fortune is under the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune is literally, it's powered by the universe, and it spins, right? It's already destined. It's powered by the universe, and here it goes. Our job is to get on the wheel. We're just supposed to surrender to the flow of the wheel. And how do we do that? We keep our attention on our center, on keeping ourselves centered and on keeping ourselves with source centered, right? It's when we avert our attention from that we start to get dizzy, or we throw up, or we have to get off, or we get scared, you know what I mean? Or we try to stop it. So this is about, for you, making peace with the pain that you've been carrying, making the peace, all the peace you can with it, and not allowing it to be what's dictating your movements. You know what I'm saying? What's dictating your actions, not allowing it to be the underlying thing. I'm going to pull one more on what the star looks like for you. It looks like it's a brand new beginning to the Empress. And I still don't know. We'll see when we get there to week 2 if that's you and to your authentic, if that's part of your authentic self, or if that's your person. What does the star look like for Scorpio? Is there another one? I think there is. The Fool. I knew it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's and it is. It's the Fool, which is literally how week 2 starts. The universe is saying, I already told you this. Okay, week 2. Sorry, man. Just keeping it real. Because I know when I watch a lot of readers, and when I watch them, I can tell when something's up. And it's just like, you're watching them for however long. I would rather just say, hey, this, you know, whatever. But I'm here. Rather than you guys be like, having that be a distraction, energy-wise. Okay, I think I'm going to use, okay, I was going to maybe use a different deck. I think I'm going to stay, it's telling me to stay with this one for the Fool, week 2. Starts with the Fool, goes out with the Empress Sun. That's beautiful, beautiful, powerful. So the Fool is jumping head first. It's when you've done so much work and the next phase of your life is here, and it requires you to let go, let God. But you don't just get there in your head. You're here at this place because you've done a lot of work. You've done the work on yourself to get you to a place where you are better equipped to handle things that are coming at you. Because you know yourself better. You know your triggers. You know your core wounds to certain degrees, or all. You know what I mean? And you don't just know things, you've been doing the work. You've been putting the work in, right? So you're at a place where you are ready to go. You're ready, and you're enthusiastic about heading forward. You have an end goal, but you have no idea what it's going to look like on the way to get there. But you have full faith in yourself and in the universe. that everything that's meant for you is going to come to you. What we attract what we're putting out. Do you know what I mean? So if we're putting out negative, low vibe, or like in and out, that's what we're going to get. And it's meant for us because there's still lessons to be learned. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's look at your... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to ask about the Fool or the Empress. I don't think we need to ask about the Fool because it's very obvious what the Fool is, right? But what can you tell us about this, how this path is looking for Scorpio if they step into the energy of the Fool? What can you tell us about the path? The Eight of Swords. That's anxiety. You're like, no kidding. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. What else? That's interesting. The Queen of Cups. Cancer. Doesn't have to be. It could even be you. It could be any water sign. The Six of Cups. Okay, all this love. And the Eight of Cups. Whew. The Four of Swords. And the King of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so here you are. Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is partially about the path. The end game you have is looking maybe different than you thought it was going to look. It's requiring a walking away from something that your heart is tied to, but you're walking away from it to find emotional fulfillment. And you're in your power at the bottom of so we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which is divine counterpart. It's Scorpio and Cancer, but it could be any one of them. It doesn't have to be any of them. This is you though, King of Cups. It's two people equal, fully equal in the care and keeping of themselves. And then the levels of the care and keeping of themselves and of their energy that they wield and have and how they use it is complementary to each other. It's a perfect fit. And this is a person that's a past life soulmate. The Six of Cups is here. This Queen of Cups is someone you are tied to, bound to. But there's some kind of sadness with it. And healing that has to happen. There was an offer put out there that hadn't been followed through with. That's what I think. You walked away. Somebody walked away at one point from what you were building together. You walked away from it. And it wasn't easy, but it was painful for both of you. And is this the path back? That's what it looks like. There's a lot of healing and a lot of growing happening. it looks like it's taking you to the Empress, and it looks like the Empress and the Queen of Cups are the same person. So that could be Taurus, Cancer, or Taurus, or Libra, Cancer, or any water sign. Doesn't have to be any of them. Okay. How do we figure out who this Empress is? Asking the questions is very tricky. Can be. I would normally ask what are the intentions of the Empress for Scorpio, but I think I'm going to ask what are Scorpio's intentions for the Empress. Are we going to use the same? Yes. What are Scorpio's intentions toward the Empress? What are Scorpio's intentions? The Page of Swords in reverse. That's the Four of Wands and the Seven of Swords. The Magician. It feels like it feels like an apology. It feels like an opening, a coming clean. Let me pull another one. What are Scorpio's intentions toward the Empress? Atonement keeps happening in my head. What are Scorpio's intentions toward the Empress? The High Priestess, which is Pisces. Doesn't have to be. I just say them in case it's relevant. How do I do that? Wait, it isn't upside. These are upside down though. Interesting. The Knight of Swords and the Lovers were upside down in here. How does that happen? Wait. The Knight of Cups is on the bottom, and the Five of Cups. It feels very much like righting wrongs. Why is the Page of Swords in reverse? Strength going into the reverse. The Devil and the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is some kind of pattern. This is some kind of pattern that has to do with you feeling secure. You feeling secure, like a secure partner, like a stable partner, like secure in yourself. And I think you self-sabotage yourself. I think that's the pattern. The pattern is to fall back on this feeling of not being enough, of a fear of abandonment and a fear of not being enough, like an insecurity. You know what I mean? An insecurity in your capabilities. And then this just like a general fear of abandonment on top of all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like there's something to make right with the Empress here. Well, we go into the star in week 3. In reverse. It's like letting go of control and letting people truly in is maybe a really hard thing for you to do. And giving space to your intuition and then allowing it to guide you is also very difficult. And strength is the other test of the universe, right? I said like temperance is one test, is test of control and timing. Strength is test of will and discipline. Counting on yourself and then going into yourself to stop behaviors, not putting the responsibility on somebody else to like catch you or check you. No, you don't want that. You want support, not a teacher, parent, or doctor or therapist as your partner. You know what I mean? No, you have to do the work on yourself first and for yourself, from yourself. And then they support you in your journey and you support them. But the accountability and responsibility isn't anybody else's but yours. What is this Empress's intentions towards Scorpio? Do we need another? Yeah, we're going to use another deck for that. Okay, we'll use the, is this Curious Creatures? Okay. What is the Empress's intentions? Or should we do feelings? How does the Empress feel? How does the Empress feel about Scorpio? The Six of Cups. Scorpio. This has come up multiple times. They know who you are. You're the one for them. You're their one. And you see them as your one. Okay. They're doubting it though. They have doubt about it because of confusion, I think, that has not been cleared up. You know what I mean? They're not trusting their intuition all the way or the situation. So let's go to week 3. I don't care right now. Okay, week 3 starts with the Star in reverse and ends with the Hierophant. Scorpio. What can Scorpio do to get the Star into the upright? What needs to happen for the Star to go into the upright? you might be dealing with a Libra, but also there's an Aquarius again. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Are you kidding me? It's Libra and Aquarius. It could be any air sign. But what it is truth, standing in the truth, clear, being. It's two people coming together as equals, side by side, on the same team, same end goal, same commitment to each other, same commitment to themselves, same commitment to be clear, to be on a path to enlightenment together, to support each other in that. There's like, I feel like there's like I'm gonna cry, a vow of truth here. This is your ride or die, you know? God, sorry. What's blocking it? Anxiety and the pain, the unhealed. Seven of Swords underneath the Three of Swords, the Judgment underneath the Eight of Swords, the atonement. The atonement hasn't completely happened yet. You got to show up correct when you show up for this Queen of Swords Empress. You got to be, and that doesn't mean perfect, and you know, it means honest and true and open, and you know, sorry, I didn't want to do this reading, but I have to. And so yeah, okay. It ends in, this is kind of really beautiful if it's going where I think it is. The week ends in the Hierophant, which is vowing, like taking the vow to commit to this bond that you have to each other. Week 4, it goes in, sorry. Hold on, I'm gonna drink water. Okay. So I have an ex, and he has Scorpio prominently in his chart. And I think he's, and it was been very painful, and I didn't have closure, and I still feel very much like I love him and in love with that man. And I think that he is in love with somebody else. And so he's Aries and Scorpio. So doing those two signs are hard for me, and I do separate ones beforehand when it's something like that that I don't want to come out, you know, like be in the reading and the same cards come out. So it's just hard for me to see this, have it be about somebody else. You know what I mean? But I'm committed to a clear message for all of you. And I'm a Libra, 5 placements, so I'm being forthcoming with where I am. I go with whatever's coming out, whether it's painful as fuck for me to say it or not. You know what I mean? Because this is not my reading, and it's not about me. It's for whoever's showing up. Okay. It's a really powerful connection. You feel mutually about each other. It's really beautiful. It's not easy. There's a lot of hardship. There's a lot of stuff to get over. But you both see each other as being worth it. Being worth it, doing it, all the work. And that's wonderful, right? So in week 4, you go into the Tower, which doesn't always have to be hideous. It's when the foundation of something wasn't built strong, and so it has to crumble away so you can rebuild it. And it ends with the Sun, which is you in your authentic happiness, right? In your authentic power, being a beacon of light. And you started with the sun in the reverse and you end with it in the upright. I mean, it's really beautiful. Okay. The Hierophant. What is the question to ask the Hierophant? How is the Hierophant showing up for Scorpio? What's it looking like in the 3D world? Or on the 5D? The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. I like the progression. The Ace of Wands. Oh, that's the new path. That's to your... The Ace of Wands is a path to your passion. It's living a passionate life. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And like celebrating and following through with all your creative, inspirational things that happen, and being in a partnership where you work together and the chemistry is super dope, and you know, you're in your career. It doesn't even feel like a career because it's something you love to do, and the person that's with you is like your ride or die till the end, and each other's cheerleaders, and you're both super creative, you know what I mean, and passionate about each other and about what you're doing, and you have each other's backs, you know, and your lifestyle is one that you're so inspired by, and you're living like what your living situation is. Everywhere you look is you're inspired. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Ace of Wands is, and that came up but didn't come out, and that's where part of you have the Ace of Cups. It's like the phase of your journey to unconditional love, to being it and knowing it and being it, and your journey to passion, and your legacy is in there too. It's a beautiful reading. The Hermit, sideways going into the upright. Okay. The Knight of Swords and the Hanged Man, the Empress, the Hanged Man, the Tower, the Empress, the Hanged Man. The Chariot, the Knight of Swords. The Hierophant is showing up as a reminder, as a revelation, and then a reminder of your commitment to your highest self, of what it takes, the commitment. It's like you are understanding what it takes, and you are choosing to do it, to participate in it. And the care and keeping and the healing of you, and the care and keeping of yourself. You are choosing to be a willing participant, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out anymore. There's a little bit of that, of the kind of like trying to run away from not see it, you know what I mean? Like not deal with it. There's stress. I think it shows up as stress for you and anxiety. And that's when you need to, that's a sign for you, Scorpios. The last thing you want to do in that moment is tell someone what you're feeling and what you need, and that's what you need to do in order to keep what is happening. You know what I mean? In order to fortify your relationship. Okay. Okay. Week 4. The Tower. Let's see what this Tower is. It starts with the Tower, ends with the Sun. What is Sorry. What is this Tower for my Scorpio friends? Okay. What is the Tower? What is the Tower? What's it look like? How's it showing up? The Fool. The Three of Pentacles. That's beautiful. I'm gonna cry again. The Five of Swords. The High Priestess. Okay. I feel like one more. The Nine of Cups. Okay. Whew. Page of Swords on the split. The Five of Pentacles. Yep. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Okay. Under the Ace of Swords is the Seven of Wands, which is just in week 3 at the end. And then the Death card underneath that, which I feel like came up maybe on an underneath somewhere. Okay. This Tower is here because there's a recognition of this, I don't have the words to describe this. Okay, there's a recognition of your original core wound, which is based in fear, and how that wells up and shows up for you. And all of it's so clear for you now that all of the behaviors that you've done before, you can't do them anymore. It's all of the behaviors, the reactions instead of responses, and the behaviors that you did that kept you stagnant. Sorry. You can't, if you want your true happiness and you want to be in your true authentic self and you want this and you deserve it, you have to let those things go, and you have to be open to yourself and be open to being in a co-creating with someone and committing, be open to the commitment and to allow yourself to feel good. Forgiveness. You're forgiving yourself. And that foundation of you choosing yourself and forgiving yourself and choosing a full, rich life, because that's what it looks like. The Tower is the breaking away of all the previous behaviors that were toxic and keeping you stuck. It's that fear of betrayal, right? The fear of abandonment and that fear that you weren't good enough, that you can't trust people, you know? But why can't you trust them? Because you were insecure and you were projecting it, you know? May or not resonate, but... Okay, the Sun. I'm happy for you because this is beautiful. This is co-creation. Two beings coming together and letting their energies create a third thing and committing to the care and keeping of it, of the third thing. And the way that you can care and keep for the third thing is by first care and keeping of yourselves individually, and then your really individual relationships with Source. And then you have the third thing, you know? That's two people understanding that. Okay. Gosh. I stopped doing these readings for a very long time partially because I damaged my vocal cords, but partially because I didn't want to do this, you know? I didn't know how, and at the time I really couldn't handle it. And I know I'm crying, but I'm not. I'm not embarrassed. I'm grounded, you know what I mean? I'm letting it flow through so I don't hold on to it. This is my career, so I'm going to be reading for Aries and Scorpio for the rest of my days. You know what I'm saying? The message is for anyone who needs it. I'm always very clear about that with the universe, no matter who it is, and being very clear vessel. Okay, the sun. I'm deciding if I'm going to use another deck, just so everything has a chance to come out. We'll use the light seers. I just heard them use. Oh, no. The lights here. No. God damn it. The muse. Did I write that down? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm all over. I'm all over and right here. Okay. The sun. Oof. What is the sun looking like for Scorpio? How is this sun showing up for Scorpio? The Knight of Swords in reverse. The Hermit, sideways going into the upright. The Nine of Pentacles. I came up on the bottom twice, I think. I might not have said it out loud. It's the mini Empress. One more. Gemini and Virgo and Leo are showing up. Virgo twice. Okay. One more. I think this is showing us, it could be showing us you and your Empress. 2 are you and 2 are your Empress. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Go. I was holding them upside down. Guys. Wow. Okay, well, what does that mean? That means nothing. It means nothing. It's fine. Okay. God. And this is why it looks like, look at the difference. This is why it feels very much like it's you and your Empress. You see the difference? The Knight of Swords, the Hermit, the Nine of Materials, the Ace of Cups. I'm just going to read it all ways. Do you know what I mean? Since I was holding that upside down. I've never done that. Like, no. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom and the 10 of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Well, 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. I'll tell you, okay? This is two people who are individually at a place where they are very aware of their triggers and their core wounds, and they are committed to working those things out and being the strongest them possible. There's self-care on both sides of the most beautiful, pure kind, right? Open to enlightenment, like crown chakra all the way. Wide openness all over this. You both have fears of betrayal, there's fears tied into love for both of you. But you both are committed to being your strongest selves. And staying and committed, yeah, to yourselves, and then to what you make together, you know. For you, it's more of truth, like integrity, being the truth, being your truth, living your truth, sharing your truth. Clearly, no manipulation, no strategies, no any of that. No deception to get what you want. That's where you have been in the past. And you are aware, and you are doing the work. You're doing the work. You're still actively doing the work, and you're going to continue to do it. And for your person, it's the idea of love, of relationships. I'll pull a card on the Ace of Emotions in reverse, but what it feels like is, yeah, being able to trust in love and trust themselves in love. Why? How do we make... Why is the Ace of Emotions... Actually, let me shuffle this a little. Why is the Ace of Emotions in the reverse? Even if it's accidentally in the reverse. But it flipped that way, so it wanted to be in the reverse because it was in the reverse, and then it flipped to be in the reverse, to stay in the reverse. Do you feel me? Blah, blah. Okay. Why is the Ace of Emotions in reverse? The Eight of Voices and the Eight of Emotions, which is Cups, and the Queen of Cups and the Judgment. Yeah. It's anxiety about not having to walk away, about being able to count on someone, about someone actually being who they say they are, and not being deceived or used or any of those things, or discarded, you know? Scorpio, this was so rough for me, but it was so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I am really, 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 truly happy for all of you. I don't know that I can say I'm happy for my ex because he didn't give me any closure. Do you know what I mean? But I am happy that this is two actualized people in a beautiful union. So that's beautiful. You can't hate on that. You can't hate on that, you know? Okay. Last piece of advice. We're going to use the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. Where is that book at? Back here? Okay. Like, ugh. Let me make sure I'm holding these the right orientation. What the hell? What the hell? I love that meme. That's my favorite meme. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Last piece of advice for Scorpio for the month of March. Calm within, So some of these matter when they're in reverse, and this came out in reverse. It'll tell me when I open it. Mayan Dream 21. Yeah, it does have a reversal. Okay. Spirals compose the most basic geometry of life and speak to us. I'm going to hold it in the upright so you can see it. On a level of our deepest knowing. Spirals both curve and move in an angular fashion. This card contains both curved and angular spirals. The design at the top and sides is painted on a wall in the ruined Mayan city of Palenque. I don't know. God, I'm saying that wrong. In Chiapas, Mexico. It is symbolic of the beginning, the germination, the essence, and the seed from which all life springs. In the background is the temple of the inscriptions. This temple contains the tomb of the Mayan king Pakal the Great, whose sarcophagus has been the subject of much research and conjecture. In choosing this card, you are asked to enter dream time and find the inner journey to your spiral beginnings. As spirals are the purest form of moving energy, you can travel the spiral dream journey to the level of subatomic particles and watch them reveal their spiral vortices. You can also travel to galaxies, watching the magnificent dance as they go spinning through space. This is the dream that connects microcosm and macrocosm. This is the dream that will help you realize your place in the universe, not small or insignificant, but an integral part of a glorious whole. By connecting through sacred geometry, intention, and spirit, you will find yourself better able to create your dreams in this reality. The reversed is you have removed yourself from pain and problems, but you have also lost your connection to the life flow of the universe. Release your pain and reconnect. Feel the oneness with every quanta of energy and every sparkling star. There you go, Scorpio. I hope that this helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And thank you for holding space for me so that I could attempt to translate the energies, and for holding space for me while I was an emotional outpouring. I'm Cancer too. So yeah, twice. And my moon and rising. Okay. So thank you. I will see you guys in a couple weeks at your mid-monthly. Woohoo! Okay. Till then, bye.